Hello, it is Musings with Mookie, episode 40 something, I'm for sure, if it's not 50 something, or 50 at that, because I have a backlog and I'm really trying to gain some structure while creating new things. And I love to multitask, okay? When I was at my office job, I would multitask like a person committing felonies, which if you knew what my other job was, you'd probably tell me I was committing felonies or human rights violations, but that's neither here or there. It is late at night. It is around, what time is it? It is 12:21. That'll be 00:21. Okay. And I'm laying in my closet, which I need to clean. I have all these clothes on the floor because I attempted to be a fashionista, but also neither here or there. And I am here. Actually, I want to talk about going back to the basics, but I think I'll save that for another time. In my notebook, I have a running list of topics also. Matter of fact, I got a couple of notebooks where I have a running list of topics, and I didn't check off any of those because I go by my mood on what I want to talk about. And one thing that has been just knocking from my subconscious is morality. I have been contemplating this idea because I feel like sometimes when I'm speaking with people, they put me on this pedestal as if I am the nicest, gentlest person ever, and I have this such a strong moral code, and I don't. I don't. And by the definition, I may have, but I don't feel like I have a strong moral code. I believe I have restraint. A very good restraint. So, morality refers to the principles and standards that distinguish right from wrong or good from bad behavior. It serves as a framework of values guiding how individuals and societies should act, treat one another, and live together harmoniously. I have restraint. I choose. I mean, there is something that is built in me. Like, for me to lie, I would have a physical reaction to lying, not in front of the person I'm lying to. Like, I can be a good liar if I wanted to, but later on, I just have this physical reaction to lying, and then I would have to remember that lie. But the physical reaction isn't from remembering the lie; it's from just lying. Because I believe people should know the truth. For the most part. There are some things I will lie about. If it's to save a life, an innocent life, I will lie. I will lie and die. Okay, that's just it. But I don't have this strong sense of morality. I have restraint. If I lacked restraint, I would be in a world of trouble. And I know some people are thinking like, oh yeah, that's everybody if they lack restraint. Nah. I wasn't brought up to have a strong moral code. Was I told to go to church? Yes. But I was also, you all would consider it being physically abused. But if y'all need a trigger warning, this is it. Because I don't know what I'm going to say here. And I should just put a trigger warning at the beginning of every episode, although I don't think it's needed. But I don't... The only thing... Like, I don't want nobody going around killing people or anything like that. Because I don't think that's necessarily a human, like... core trait. I think that's a survival trait, and senseless killing is not a survival trait because it's senseless. It doesn't make any sense to do it. There's something that's not right in that skull. Okay, There's something deep inside that brain matter that's probably like thick, and it's not supposed to be thick. It's supposed to be, malleable, trainable. But I like, if you talk to me about cheating, I'm gonna be like, well, is it something that you can discuss afterwards? Can we have a little talk, a little chat before you do it? Is it something that you need? Like, I don't really have a strong, I don't think you should cheat on people, because that is lying. But do I think it's an offense that you have to die over? No, you don't. I mean, there's royal families that have, this is just from reading history, have like proper mistresses. And by proper, I mean, that's their job. I mean, their job. They're not profession, but yeah, that's what you are. And I know everybody's thinking, well, we're not all royalty, but we can all be honest. Okay. But I think just cheating in general, having an affair is not like this. I mean, yeah, get upset with the person and so on and so forth, but physical harm, Now you can get legal remedies if you're married. Hell, go for it. If it's written in the law, go for it. But I don't really have a strong moral stance against it. I don't really have a strong moral stance about a lot of things. I wish I could say I did. Like, I wish I could say, I think repercussions, they guide how I do things. Like, I want to use what I'm thinking. I want to do what I'm thinking, but I can't because of the law. Not because I would feel bad. I hope that makes sense. So, in the sense of morality, what is it? What do you believe you have a strong moral code? Do you think you have more so restraint than a strong moral code? Is asking the question, if I could get away with it, would I do it? If the answer is yes, you don't have a strong moral code. Okay? You just choose to create as less chaos as possible by staying within your personal space, knowing at any moment or the right culmination of events could have you do something that's not worth anyone's while but your own. Because I've been in a few instances where I'm at the line and my brain is working overtime with consequences. Like, as soon as someone does something, if there's enough time and space in between me and the offender, my brain goes into overdrive of consequences. It doesn't go into overdrive of that is wrong, you shouldn't do it. It goes into, you will go to jail. You will have to pay for that. You will have to fix that. That's what my brain does. It's not pious. It doesn't go to Bible verses. It doesn't recite the four agreements. Okay. It doesn't think about, let me go get my book. Yes, I have philosophy texts. I have 4 or 5 different Bibles. I've read the Bible 3 times. Like, my brain doesn't go to Khalil Gibran and it's like, oh, let me go look at them verses in those lines in the prophet, to see how to deal with this. No, it doesn't do any of that. It goes straight to how much this is gonna cost me, how much time out of my day this is gonna take. I don't think about how this will affect the other person. I don't think about how it will affect my family. The moral code isn't there. The restraint is. I believe more of us should practice more restraint. I believe when people are on trial and they say the defendant lacks the skills or they lack restraint. I believe it. It takes if you do not grow up with an instilled moral code, because some people in my family was like, oh no, they would steal right in front of me as kids, and I'd be like, that's stealing, and they'd be like, they got enough of it, and so that's I watched someone steal a whole roll of toilet paper, like the big one, out of the bathroom. They opened up it was loose, and they popped it open the rest of the way and took the toilet paper. It was the most wildest thing. So I've seen things happen. So yeah, I just want to talk to you about morality, how it doesn't exist for some people. It is not like they've seen right and wrong, but the morality part's not there. It's an internal, more often than not, it's an internal sense of restraint. I mean, if we think about conquerors and warmongers, they practice restraint, not due to a moral code, but due to it meeting their personal interests. So I think people should think more about like, hey, this person doesn't seem like a moral person, but maybe I can appeal to their restraint. And sometimes you can't because they lack the necessary brain capacity, like you see, like they just do. There's something missing. They have a pretty face. They have sensible eyes. Well, but in that skull, you would meet your demise. I don't know why I wanted to rhyme that. My brain just did that, but let's move on. So, it's been 12 minutes. I'm about to go to bed. This has been Musings with Mookie. I hope that, you do have a strong moral code. And if you don't, you have a strong, you have very intact restraint. Okay? Your brain is actually working. So, I'll talk to you all next time. Ciao. Bye.